most clubs these days is up and down. One new coach comes in, he wins, he stays, he loses, he goes, another coach, different style. So this philosophy running through the club is something, again, that is very rare. Now, Guardiola is a son, a favourite son, a Catalan, a son of the club, and in some ways a son also of Cruyff from the Dream Team in '92. Now it's come through as a coach. It must have been a very courageous decision to appoint Guardiola, because his first season ever in the first team, coming out of the B team. Tell us about this decision and also about the qualities of Guardiola.
That decision was, to me, was very easy, believe me, because I share this philosophy, you know, and during my campaign in 2003, I said that if I was born again, I would like to be Pep Guardiola, because I was not so brave to say that I would like to be Johan Cruyff. It's too much. But at that time, I said this because I respect very much Pep Guardiola. I respected him as a player, and I respected him as a coach of our second team. Because when we decided to incorporate him as a coach of our second team, was because we really believe that he could do it in the future, the coach of the first team. At that time, I was very happy, and I was a very good friend of Frank Rijkaard, that for me has been one of the best coaches of our history. But you know, was a moment that was very difficult, because it was a season that was not good, and it was the second season that was not good, and I had to take the decision. I talked to my board of directors. I proposed Pep Guardiola because I was talking to Chiqui Beristain. I was talking to my vice president in sports, that is Rafael Yuste, that he was at that time involved in our second team as a member of the board, and he told me that Pep was ready. Chiqui told me that Pep was ready. Johan told me that Pep was ready, and that time was very easy, the decision, you know. But the question was that there were no support from outside, and from inside there was some people that prefer another kind of coach because to be practice, you know. But in my opinion, if we decided at that time to be practice, we broke our philosophy. That I think that we have to keep our institutional stability, and at the same time we have to keep our sporting and football philosophy. Because from our youth teams, from the kids of 9 years old till the kids of 17 years old, in these teams they play, they use our philosophy, our way to understand football. You know, and Football Club Barcelona, Pep Guardiola he was a very good football player in Barca philosophy, and he was the best middle center of our history. The same that means that he knows our philosophy, the Football Club Barcelona philosophy. He was a representative of this philosophy. He is very good. He has very good knowledge about football in general. He is full of football, and at the same time, Football Club Barcelona, Pep Guardiola was very brave. He's very brave. But you know, and at the same time, my decision was really was stronger when I thought about the history, because Pep Guardiola, he has a very nice history. He was born in a small village of Catalonia, Santpedor. He has been player of our youth teams. He is starting to be professional player with Johan Cruyff as a coach, and he won 4 leagues followed, and 1 Champions League. Afterwards, he won more leagues, but then he was involved in the training courses. He was the best, and he was player of Football Club Barcelona, Barça Athletic. This is our second team at that time, Barça B. And it was a very nice history that a guy like him arrived to the first team of Barça. No? We trust in a very good season with Pep Guardiola as a coach, but no so good. You know, I have to be realistic. You know, because we expected a good season, but this season has been one of the best seasons of the history of Barça with Pep Guardiola as a coach. No? I would like to say that I'm really grateful to Frank Rijkaard, because Frank, when he knew, because I was telling him that if at the end of last season we don't win, we didn't win, I said, Frank, that I had to replace him, and that his substitute would be Pep Guardiola. And Frank Rijkaard accepted and respect my decision, and never he stated any bad words about this. I think that Frank has been one of the best players of our history, and he has been not player, coach, and he has been a coach of club, a club coach. That is very important for our philosophy. And I'm very grateful to Frank, and of course Pep. He deserves everything, because he is himself who is doing well, the direction of the team and the players. And the key maybe is that he believes in the talent of the players, and he believes in his players, and he defends his players, and he knows Barca philosophy.